Meech is about 150 pounds, and he is a gentle giant. Very intimidating when people first see him and first meet him because of his sheer size. But Meech wouldn't hurt a fly. Actually, funny story, one time we were walking down the hallway in our apartment complex, and we walked by a Pomeranian, and Meech jumped as if, you know, he was startled by this tiny dog. So he's nothing but a big baby.
He looks scary, but all he wants is a hug. People stop and stare when we walk by. Some even cross the street. They whisper to each other, "That dog is huge. He must be dangerous." But if they only knew the truth, if they only knew Meech, he may weigh 150 pounds, but inside, he's just a giant baby who wants to be held. Meech is a Mastiff bull, a mix of English Mastiff and English Bulldog. With a body as solid as a boulder and a face full of deep bulldog wrinkles, he looks like he belongs in a medieval battle. But what no one sees at first glance is how tender his heart really is. I adopted Meech 2 years ago when he was just a puppy.
You kidding me? Who said that you're allowed to be this freaking cute?
Well, puppy in technical terms. Even then, he was big, really big. The moment I laid eyes on him, I started crying. There was something in his eyes. A softness. A kind of vulnerability you wouldn't expect from a dog that size. His skin was loose and wrinkled in all the right places. His tail wagged timidly when I approached. And the second I sat down next to him, he leaned in like he'd known me his whole life. That's when I knew he was coming home with me. At first, I was strict. He wasn't allowed in my bedroom, and definitely not on my bed. But Meech had other plans. He's as stubborn as he is big, and slowly he won me over. Now, he sleeps beside my bed, sometimes even curled up with his giant head on my pillow. Try saying no to a 150-pound cuddle monster looking at you like you're his whole world. He doesn't always realize how large he is. When guests come over, Meech will walk right up and sit on their lap, as if he were a 10-pound chihuahua. He's constantly seeking affection, pushing his head into your chest, asking for belly rubs, pawing gently like a toddler wanting attention. But outside, things are different. People assume the worst. We'll be walking in the park, and someone will glance at him and tense up. I've had strangers flat out say, "Your dog looks intimidating." It breaks my heart because Meech has never shown a single ounce of aggression. Not once, but people judge based on appearance. And when a dog's big, society assumes they're dangerous. But Meech, he's the kindest soul I've ever met. At the dog park, he'll skip the dogs and go straight to their owners, politely asking for pets. He approaches every human with gentle curiosity, never pushing, never jumping, just hoping for a scratch behind the ears. Sometimes, he just refuses to walk. If the weather's nice, he'll plop himself down in the sun and stay there. I've learned not to argue. I just sit next to him and wait. There's no point rushing a dog who knows the art of stillness. Yes, his size is intimidating, but behind that bulk is a dog who doesn't know he's big, who just wants to love and be loved. And maybe that's the lesson Meech teaches us every day. Don't judge by appearances. The heart matters more than the shape it comes in. He's changed the way I see the world. He's made me more patient, more compassionate. And honestly, he's softened me. Every time someone opens their heart to Meech, their fear turns into laughter. Their tension becomes curiosity. And in minutes, they're kneeling down, hugging him like an old friend. Meech is more than just a pet. He's A walking reminder that strength and gentleness can live in the same body. That love doesn't need to be loud, it can come quietly, in the form of a big wrinkled face resting on your lap. If you've ever loved a dog like Meech, or had your assumptions challenged by something unexpectedly beautiful, share this story. Let people see that even the biggest hearts sometimes come in the biggest bodies. What did Meech's story make you feel? Do you believe, like we do, that all animals deserve to be seen for who they are, not just how they look? Leave a comment below and tell us about the gentle giant or tiny warrior you've met in your life. And if Meech's story warmed your heart, help us spread the love. Like, share, and subscribe so more people can see how love transforms lives, no matter how big or small. Because sometimes the most intimidating souls are the ones who just want a hug.